Welcome back. There's an update on that incident of the Alex character, the Stockport or Southport incident. As you probably may gather in know by mass media, press in the United Kingdom, he has attacked one prison officer, which is in a segregated structure, and I did mention he was watched from 24 hours a day. Looks like now things were coming out. For some motive, the measures of surveillance upon him were lowered prior to the incident which happened a few days ago. They probably had the opportunity, it was all planned, his intent was to do that. So the aggression of the prison officer was all planned. They managed to use electric kettle. How's that possible in a prison cell? Normal situations, even high segregation restrictions. He throwed it through the hatch, a kettle of boiled water, at the door when they call it the hatch where the screws look in, or they pass you the food or anything else. By chance he was there, he knew the screws were doing their rounds, and there you are. Got a pot full of kettle of boiling water upon him. Well, he did. Was admitted to hospital, and the police were called within the incident. He'll be probably a few days back on duty, probably in another part of the hospital, prison. And I think the screws, they won't be so indulgent with this character anymore. They're going to be a bit more rougher, crude and stuff like that with this character. Despite all the things he's done, he's an evil. He's evil. And it should be treated in an appropriate manner, not with velvet gloves, as they say here in Italy. Has to be treated as he has been treated. Those poor victims, 3 little girls under the age of 10, murdered in cold blood, no apparent motive, non-provoking, just like that, because he said he hates white people. So when he turns 21, they're going to put him in a so-called monster mansion or some structure like that in the United Kingdom, where there he will be subject to prison justice. Whether you approve of prison justice or not, who commits these type of offences, in the end, they get what they get. A so-called asylum seeker, United Kingdom, 21 years old. He was arrested for brutally assaulting 2 female police officers. You would have expected the judge to throw the book at him. No. Let him off the hook because he says he's got an undeveloped brain. And he doesn't understand wrong from right or all that stuff. It considers his brain as God knows what, underdeveloped and stuff like that. How a judge can say that? Was there a psychiatric thing about which they've done on this subject? Which is a load of bullshit. He knew what he was doing, and you can't be behind because you say he's mentally retarded. He knew what he was doing, and his intent to do that. Whether he distinguish from right and wrong is not a thing. So, in this case, a legitimate anyone to attack 2 female police officers with no apparent motive, then anything can get away with it. I don't think so. If you're a local British, they'll lock you up straight away. Monster, they will say. But with these so-called asylum seekers, they're having more of a different treatment. If they say it's a two-tier system regarding police and in the justice system, it's true. The law should be equal for all, the same for all. Doesn't regard if you come from God knows where. You have to respect the laws of the land. The problem is people who talk about these things, they tend to be, knock on the door. I took into the nick or the cop shop for questioning, walk in, and the third degree right act thrown at you. Like that retired police constable, which was warning on social media the attacks of anti-Semitism is on the increase. It's true. And that is a criminal offence now, hate crime. It's a warning to the public. There is a certain thing on increase, be on your guard. There's nothing criminal in that. Or there are the powers that be who want to instigate this type of behaviour and cause social disorder in the name of God knows what. It is a crazy world. This is woke society for you.